Hi, I'm Leonard Fingerman, the founder of GiggleScience. As a parent of two young children, I believe we must do a lot to help them gain appreciation and love for science. It's a known fact, but US has been ranked on the bottom among developed nations for math and science skills. But we must turn this around, starting today. I developed a way to infuse funny storytelling as well as present science experiments in the form of arts and crafts projects for preschoolers. I hope your kids find this a really easy way to explore and discover the magic of science. But you know what? I think the most important benefit is that it should help gain new connections and bridges between you and your precious ones. And through the lens of science, you'll create bond that keeps on getting stronger every day. Please share your feedback down below in the comment section to help me improve how I present science experiments. Without further ado, here's the next episode of GiggleScience.
Welcome to the GiggleScience Labs, and join me for the very fun experiment called Elephant Toothpaste.
Hello friends, and welcome back to GiggleScience. I'm Mr. Giggles. Today I want to take you on a quest to help my friend Elephant Ralphie. He just called me and said, my toothpaste is boring. I don't want to brush my teeth. So his friends won't play with him. But you know what? I think I have an idea. Alright, I'm back. So what if we took something that made fun bubbles like soap and then mix it with something else that would create a stream that reminds me of toothpaste? That's right, maybe a foamy stream. But to create foamy stream, we need gas like oxygen that would push the stream through soap. What about hydrogen peroxide? Hydrogen peroxide has 2 atoms of hydrogen and 2 atoms of oxygen. If we had a catalyst that would push oxygen out through soap, we could create a really fun gigglicious reaction! Let's see what happens! Welcome to GiggleScience Labs. I think we have all the ingredients to make elephant toothpaste a success. But before we start, few tips on safety. Please wear protective eyewear or goggles, as well as protective handwear or gloves. Let's start. I have 1 cup of hydrogen peroxide in here. We'll pour it into the bottle. And remember, we'll add some soap for bubbles. To make this toothpaste really colorful, we'll add some food coloring. I like red. Now, remember, we need to make a reaction to make the oxygen react with soap. Oxygen will come out from hydrogen peroxide, but the catalyst to make this reaction we'll use is yeast. You can buy it at grocery store. I pre-mixed it with warm water, and we're gonna pour it into the bottle and see what happens. Hydrogen peroxide is reacting with active yeast, and oxygen is coming out. You can watch it rise. So we'll see what happens. Whoa! Look at all the foam that's coming out of hydrogen peroxide. And it's really colorful and red. This is awesome! But we won't stop there. We'll keep adding colors. Let's mix some green and yellow and see what happens. Whoa! We'll add some yellow. This is like an artistic painting happening in front of our eyes. This is so cool. This is the magic of science. Just keep dropping food coloring on top of the foam, and you'll see how the stream is forming around the bottle. The foam is coming out, and this is what we wanted to prove. I think Elephant Ralphie is really going to be happy. Awesome! Well, we've made lots of fun, colorful toothpaste. Let's see if Ralphie now likes it. Come on! So what have we learned in this episode? First of all, we helped our friend Ralphie, and this is great! We also learned about chemical reaction. We learned that the catalyst, active yeast, reacted with hydrogen peroxide and released invisible oxygen gas through soap. Soap trapped oxygen in fact created a bunch of bubbles and a foamy stream. We added colors to make it even more fun, and we saw how fun colors reacted with foam and created an artistic work that we all enjoyed. This type of chemical reaction is called exothermic. That means that heat was also released. Check the temperature of the plastic bottle and you'll see what I mean. You know, the magic of science really comes from experimenting and observing what happens. So why don't we make some experimentations and see what happens when we change the temperature of water before we add active yeast. So instead of having lukewarm water, add really hot water with active yeast and see what happens. Now try something else. Why don't you change the concentration of hydrogen peroxide? I use 6%, you can change it to 3% and see how it affects the experiment. Well, hope you enjoyed this episode of GiggleScience. It was fun for me. And please stay tuned for more episodes from GiggleScience. I'm Mr. Giggles.